G'day guys, my name's Tyson and we're here at Lumberpunks Axe Throwing, and we're doing a set of videos based on our other passion instead of axe throwing, which is music. I like to express this in my music vinyl collection. I've been collecting for about 20 years, and here's some interesting albums that I have in my collection, which I thought you guys might be interested in. This particular video though is all about interesting album covers and packaging. So the first album is Dead Kennedys, Give Me Convenience or Give Me Death. This is a great album. It's got all the really big hits on there, like California Über Alles, I Fought the Law and I Won. There's heaps of them on there. It's a big compilation. But the thing I like about this album is all of the interesting, cool stuff that's inside it. I'll show you what I mean. So we've got inside the obviously just the album sleeve itself, but this came with some cool things in it. This here is like a little punk magazine. It's really cool, and it's just got like some interesting articles, like all done by different artists. Interesting pictures, as well as like song lyrics and just artwork, which I thought was really interesting. So that's why I purchased this particular pressing. This particular pressing is the UK Flexi package, and they call it that because of this other addition to it. This here, okay, this is what they call a Flexi disc, okay, like a nice flexible piece of plastic, but it's actually got an album, a single on it. Side A is Buzz Bomb from Pasadena, and side B is Night of the Living Rednecks. So yeah, that's why I bought this particular one. Like it's a bit of a novelty, but it's a great album, but with some awesome bonuses. So that's the Dead Kennedys, Give Me Convenience or Give Me Death, roughly about $60 worth of value. The next one I'm going to talk about is this album, LA Woman by The Doors. This is the first pressing of this album, and the reason why it's in this particular video is because of the album artwork. All the other pressings didn't really have this. What this is like a little plastic window inside where the sleeve comes out, which is a yellow sleeve. Also, you'll notice that the corners are all like edged off, and then on the back of here you've got a bit of artwork, which is Jesus on a crucifix. Supposedly you're supposed to put this inside the album cover and have Jesus, you know, behind the guys, and it sort of makes it a bit harder to see the band on the front. But anyway, that's just an interesting press. That's on the Elektra album label, and that particular one is about $80 US. So that's The Doors' LA Woman. Next album we want to talk about is Sticky Fingers. You might have seen this one before. The album artwork was done by Andy Warhol, but the interesting thing about this particular release is the functioning fly on the front of the album, which actually goes up and down and behind it. I have to be very careful because it can pull away from the actual album and wreck the album, but if you unzip it and you can actually open up the front there, and you might be able to see, like, there's a bit of a picture of a guy in his underwear behind there, but yeah, it's done by Andy Warhol. Inside you'll see it's Andy Warhol, but yeah, this particular one is what they call a pan, a large circle pan, because on the fly itself, if I can show you, on the zipper itself, there's the word pan. Sticky Fingers by the Rolling Stones with the Andy Warhol cover. And that particular one is a German pressing, and it's about $70 on average for a decent copy. This one, you know, maybe get $50 for it because the condition's not too good for that particular fly. And the last album that we're going to talk about is the Jimi Hendrix Experience, Electric Ladyland. So the original album was split into two albums. There was part one, part two. This particular pressing is from the Netherlands, and you might notice, you might have seen this album is a bit different to the ones that you might have seen, because this particular album cover got pulled from the shelves because of the offensive naked ladies on the front. You might see, like, pictures of Jimi Hendrix, but predominantly it's full of just naked ladies. So yeah, this was a bit of an uproar in society, and so they had to pull the cover and then subsequently change the artwork on the front to something a bit more commercial. But yeah, a good album itself. This particular one is from the Netherlands, about $150 because it is the pressings that were taken off the shelf and banned. So that's Electric Ladyland. So that's some interesting packages and album covers. In the next video, we might start talking a bit about box sets and bootlegs. So if you'd like to watch that, just hit the subscribe button and keep following us. And if you know of an album that you think has got an awesome cover that might be a good addition to my collection, chuck it in the comments and I'll have a look at it, and yeah, maybe you might see it in one of the videos coming up. My name's Tyson, we're here at Lumber Punks, and thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.